Hey guys, Karen Miller here from Asleep at Last. Welcome to another one of my videos. The links to all my social media channels and my free nap guide for babies 4 to 12 months is in the description below, so be sure to check that out. Please remember to hit subscribe if you like this video to be notified of when I do new videos. So this video is talking about 6-month-olds. So at 6 months, there is a big change with your little one. They are really not a newborn anymore, and you can see that. Their personalities really start to shine through at this age, and I find they become a lot more nosy, a lot more easily stimulated, kind of getting distracted when they're feeding, for example, where they wouldn't before. A bit harder to settle to sleep, and they start to find a bit more of a structure with regards to their naps, definitely. So prior to this time, you probably found that your little one was having shorter naps and more of them, whereas now they should be becoming a bit more predictable. So for a 6-month-old, what I would expect is that they are established onto 3 naps a day. 1 in the morning, 1 in the middle of the day, and a third one in the late afternoon. The 1 in the morning, that one they genuinely need within a couple of hours of waking up in the morning, which I think sometimes people miss because they think can't surely be tired again so soon after waking, but they are. So they're slowly increasing their awake window at this age towards 2.5 hours, but just to be on the safe side, continue to put them down kind of within 2 hours of them waking in the morning. And this morning nap, prior to this age, you could let them have 45 to 60 minutes and it wouldn't really affect the rest of their naps. Whereas now, they're not needing so much of a longer morning nap. They should manage a shorter nap. This is dependent obviously on a few things, and one of those being how well they're sleeping during the night. So if you've got a 6-month-old that's waking frequently in the night or starting the day really early in the morning, so like 4 or 5 a.m, they will struggle with a shorter morning nap. As a side note as well, a top tip for babies that are at this age that are waking before kind of 6:30 in the morning, give them a 10-minute power nap within a couple of hours of waking, and then nap them again at your usual morning nap time. So that kind of throws out everything we know about awake windows, but the 10-minute power nap will kind of help act as a bridge between waking up and the first nap and them not becoming so massively overtired. So that's a top tip if you've got an early morning waker at this age. But yeah, typically at this age, they shouldn't need more than 30 minutes maximum. Some of them do still need 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So play around with it and see what your baby prefers. And then the second nap should be around about midday, ideally, because that's when they have a natural dip in alertness, and that nap should be 2 hours in length. So this should be their longest nap of the day. If it isn't and they're struggling to get to that 2 hours, have a look at how long you're giving them for the morning nap. So if you're giving them an hour and a half in the morning nap, putting them down within 2 hours for the second nap, they're not going to take as long for the second nap, and you want them to, because you want the distribution of sleep to be more heavy in the middle of the day, because that's going to help them get to bedtime not overtired. If you're giving them the majority of their sleep before lunchtime, then they're going to get more and more tired as the rest of the day goes on. So cut the morning nap back if you haven't already, to help them take that solid 2 hours in the middle of the day. If they've never taken a solid 2 hours in the middle of the day, it can take a couple of weeks of consistency to get them to take this one, but it's worth putting in the effort to do that, to get them to the 2 hours. And then the third nap, confusing again, is I always recommend to be taken around about 4 o'clock. This isn't biologically when they're tired as such. Again, it's more of a forced power nap to help them not be overtired by bedtime, because they can't manage to go from waking at say to 2:30 in the afternoon all the way through to bedtime. So the power nap around about 4 o'clock or 4:30, depending when they woke from the other one. I always say have that nap and get it in before 5 o'clock. So don't let them sleep past 5 o'clock. And if they're having the 2 hours for the lunch nap, this nap should only need to be 20 to 30 minutes maximum, possibly even shorter than that. So a really quick nap. You can use assistance for this nap or use motion, because it is can be quite a difficult one to get them to take, because they're not as tired, but it is beneficial to force them to take it. And then bedtime, you want that to be if they wake up at 5, for example, or 4:45. If they've napped well, you want them in bed for about 6:30. If they haven't napped well and they haven't had, say, they had maybe just an hour for that second nap or less than an hour, then you want to put them to bed earlier, because that will help them not, again, you're just trying to keep on top of this overtiredness so that their nights aren't affected. And so you can get them waking up at a reasonable hour as well. So about 6:15, potentially, they might need to be asleep by if they haven't napped that well. But yeah, so between 6 and 7.5 to 8 months, they are on 3 regular naps through the day. And then they will drop that third nap around about 7.5, 8 months, to then just be on 2 naps. Until they become toddlers, basically. So that's kind of what you're looking for. I hope you found that useful, and again, please remember to check out the link in the description for my free guide, which gives you awake windows by age, broken down by age, and a video to explain how to use awake windows, and lots more helpful, useful information in the link in the description below. And yeah, please remember to hit like if you found that useful. Thanks for listening, guys.